Hi, everybody. Hey, it's Renee Conkey coming to you from the Water City Stamping Studio, and we are here for a weekly Monday Facebook Live. I'm going to go ahead and share it with the VIS page so you guys can find me. So just give me a second to pull my iPad over and let's get this going here. And we're in the right spot, so that's a good thing. Let's go ahead. Here we go. All right. And we are good to go. Okay, hi Bonnie. Good, I'm glad somebody found me. Hope you are well. Enjoying hi Mary. Welcome. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to pop on before we get started. Hi Pat. Thank you for joining. It's a beautiful day here today. I'm going to cross my fingers, but I think spring has sprung finally in northeastern Wisconsin, and Bonnie and Mary, you probably know what we're talking about. Pat, you guys had it a little warmer than we did. But oh my God, what a cold, gloomy spring it has been. And I mean, it's just been like, oh, but finally today the sun has been shining. The sun was shining yesterday. You felt like getting out in the yard and getting things done, and we had a very productive weekend. So hi Marcia, welcome. So it's a good thing finally. I mean, May 3rd. Usually my leaves hi Cindy. My trees are leafed out by May 5th and they are just starting to bloom. So it has been cold, but it's been good for the tulips because the tulips have been beautiful. Hi, Judy. Hi, Cindy. The tulips have been beautiful for, over a week. So we can enjoy that, and the magnolias are lasting and the forsythias are lasting. And, sometimes when you get that hot, quick spring, all the little tender spring flowers tend to go real quick, and they have been hanging around for a long time. So that's good. So anyway, we are here today for our part 2. Hi, Florence. Yeah, I know. We were just saying that. We were watching, I don't know what it was, maybe national weather or whatever. And we were saying that Los Angeles is just as cool as we are, so that's really unusual. But hey, I'm sure it'll get plenty hot, before we know it. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started. We are here the night before the catalog goes live, and I'm so excited. I can't wait to open this catalog online with you all and go through it with you. So mark your calendars. I'm going to pop on Wednesday night at 6 p.m. again, and we're going to do a quick little catalog walkthrough, and then I have a bunch of swaps that I can share with you. I'm gonna preface this. I'm gonna kind of walk this back a little bit. I'm planning on Wednesday at 6 p.m. But I'm planning on expediting my order because I'm going to put my order in at 1 a.m. this morning, which is the first week in order, because I have things that I want to show you and share with you. More things with the In Color Club. Hi, Shar. Hi, Mary. More things with the In Color Club, and I want that product in my hands, and I want to be able to open up the catalog. Like I said, I want to expedite my order. If for some reason it's not in by Wednesday, then I will come on Thursday. Hi, Julie. I will come on Thursday at 6 p.m. So I'm planning on Wednesday, and I will keep you posted as soon as that order goes through, and it should, shows that it'll be here. Planning on that, but just in case something happens and I have to wait an extra day. Hi, Jean. I have to wait an extra day. Then we'll pop on Thursday for our catalog walkthrough. So, just keep that in mind. I haven't had any problems with expediting orders, before, but you know what? We all got to plan ahead with our little supply chains and everything. So we'll be able to open this. I'm so excited. And you can start ordering from it Oh, Marcia, you're in the Dells. That's right. Ooh, I hope you're enjoying yourself. You guys can all start ordering from it at, if you're Central Standard Time, 1 a.m. is when we can start putting our orders in. So if there is something that you want, and you don't want to, miss it, because I don't know what's going to go fast. I mean, there's so many beautiful things. Some people are talking about the little pigs, and then some people are talking about our beautiful gallery that I'm doing my class to go on. So I don't know what to expect. You just never know. You never know. So anyway, that is that. Let's see. Oh, don't forget, you're going to get rewards points. And thank you for your orders this weekend. You guys love the double rewards points too. First, we had free shipping and your rewards points. This weekend, we had double rewards points. So thank you very much for your orders. It is so nice to get cash back and have our cash, accumulate in our little account and then be able to spend that when we want to spend it. So, and you get rewarded for every order over $20, and you guys are loving it. So I'm so glad. It was a wonderful transition. Oh, hi, Nancy. Welcome. So anyway, and then don't forget, for every order that you place over $40, you're going to get splash cash from me. So you're not only going to get rewarded from Stampin' Up, but this is instead of me sending you embellishments or things like that I used to get with the host rewards. Now you're going to get splash cash points that you can accumulate, and you can cash it in when you get 8 points. You can cash it in for $25 of Stampin' Up merchandise from me too. So you're going to get rewarded from me and Stampin' Up. So that is a good thing. And I'm keeping track of your points when you place your order, but you keep track of them too. So yes, and Pat is also saying she wants to see the new online exclusives, and that'll be so nice to be able to share those with you as well. I have a printout, and I will share that in the VIS page in the file section, so you can print those out and then you can see exactly what's new in the online exclusives, because there's some really awesome things. Hi, Joan. There's some really awesome things that coordinate with the catalog, and they keep us going in every which direction. So anyway, so much going on. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera down and talk to you a little bit, a couple little housekeeping things, and then we'll go ahead and get started on part 2 of the beautiful gallery class to go. I'm so excited about this class. It's so beautiful. And so we're going to talk about that registration. I'm going to start ordering stuff for it tomorrow. I always order a specific amount, and then I'll keep the registration open for a little while, and then everything will be while supplies last. That's all I can do. Or it might just, if we run out, or if Stampin' Up runs out, then it just might be a little bit of a delay. But, I always get you your orders, and your classes to go, so we'll make that work. So you know what I mean. Sometimes I just babble. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera down. Let's go ahead and get started. Be patient with me while I turn this camera down. It's always an issue lately. Oopsie. There goes my stabilizer. But we're going to go ahead and flip that, and that looks pretty good. We're getting a little better at it, a little bit smoother, I think. Don't want all that. Let's see, what is this right here? All sorts of stuff. Okay, new catalog, splash cash points. I'm going to load that onto the VIS page, this little chart on the VIS page, and then I will also have it on my blog as soon as I can do it. But like I said, I'm keeping track of your splash cash points for you as well. Here is this. Oh, real quick. Also, the In Color Club I'm extending the registration for the In Color Club a little bit. We will get the first one out in May, but I want you to be able to see exactly what comes in it. And I was not able to order all the products right away. We only get a certain amount of pre-order, and so I was not able to do that right away. Here, I'm trying to make sure that everything looks kind of crisp. And so that's one of the things I want to show you on Wednesday. And that's why I said, if it doesn't come in on Wednesday, then I'll do that catalog walkthrough on Thursday night. But we have our Secret Sea, the beautiful colors, Secret Sea. We have Cloud Cover, and I'm going to talk to you more about the Cloud Cover in just 1 second. Strawberry Slushy. We have Darling Duckling. Hi, Chris. And Timid Tiger. Okay, so these are beautiful colors, and like I said, I'll be able to show you all of them in their entirety when we do the catalog walkthrough. Now, many of you have heard that we were not able to get the Cloud Cover pad in stock because there was some quality issues. Now, they are, you will get your Cloud Cover pad with your In Color, as I can say it, if you are part of the In Color Club, it will be included in your things, in your packet. So it might not be until September that we do Cloud Cover, and there's just certain technicalities of it, but I'm going to keep you posted if you are in the In Color Club, so don't worry about that. We will have a Cloud Cover pad for you one way or the other. So just so you know, because look at that pretty color. I used my markers to do that. The pad will be so much easier and beautiful. So anyway, still time to sign up. $65 includes a full cardstock, ink pad, refill, marker, Stampin' Blends, designer series paper, ribbon, you name it, it's in there if it's in the In Colors. So, and then new catalog. You guys should have received this by now. If you haven't and you are expecting one from me, pop me a note, send me a message, and let me know in case the mail didn't get it to you, because I will get it right out for you. It's beautiful. So, okay, let's hop into, oh, hi, Bonnie. Yeah, it was a beautiful day, wasn't it, Chris? I mean, it just makes you happy. Okay, let's pop into our beautiful gallery, Class to Go. And the beautiful gallery, I wish I could open my catalog, but it is located in the main catalog, and it has all this beautiful designer series paper, very artistic vintage look, which is the hot look right now. I always am amazed that Stampin' Up! Is so on trend, because they plan these catalogs a couple years in advance, and they are so on trend with this, they call it granny chic or vintage, you know, where your grandmother's things are the things to have in your house. None of this minimalist look anymore. It is called granny chic, and to me it's just beautiful vintage artwork. It's the way I've always decorated my house, and many of you have too, I'm sure. So anyway, they have these beautiful papers in here. I think I showed that one already. And then on the back side is more sketch art, more damask, just some sponging, wallpapery look, paint look, stain, maps, you know, just beautiful neutral papers that we can use. I love that. And very, very, very pretty. So it's going to include a half a pack. So you're going to get 24 sheets of this beautiful paper, 2 pieces of each designer series paper. Okay, you are also going to get this beautiful basic beige ribbon, and I'm going to show you a fun technique that I used with this for one of the cards, and I will be using this It doesn't always work with every ribbon, but it works perfectly with this basic beige. So I'll show you that in a little bit. And then it's also going to include a full pack of these metal. And it's not very often that we actually get a metal embellishment. And there's really some weight to it. And they're called pressed flower motifs. So it gives it a look of authenticity. So you're going to get this in your class along with 8 cards, 2 of each design, and plus the tutorial. And then there's also going to be a home decor piece as well. And these are the cards that we did last week. I think it was last Wednesday that we met. Yeah. And so we did, this beautiful panoramic card that has a little pocket, and you can add a little gift card to, or just put your greetings or what have you. And then I think this was the one that we actually made last week. But like I said, you're going to get 2 of each. And then we also did this card using the frame die that comes in the, I have to remind myself what they're called, in the Gallery Blooms. It's in the Gallery Blooms dies. And we made this beautiful framed art here using that. And then here was the other one that I had. So it's really nice and 3D and layered. And we used that making the frames. And I'll show you those bundles in just one second. So those are the cards that we made. We're going to make 2 more cards. And I'm going to show you some home decor towards the end. So stay tuned for that. Let me just put this off to the side. And then here are your add-ons, okay? Every class to go, I always include add-ons because, and you pay no shipping or handling or tax for those add-ons, okay? And they will come with you directly in your class. Hi, Mary. Hi, Mary Jane. And one of them is this embossing folder. And this is the Damask embossing folder. It's beautiful, and I know this is a little bit hard to see, but look at how pretty that is. We used it several times last week. We're going to be using it again this week. So this is awesome. It's a nice 6x6 size folder, but it is not that big, thick, textured folder, okay, just so you know, so you can use it like you would your regular folders. So you can add that on, and that is, let's see, I got to look at my sheet here, $9.50. Okay, now a number of you are going to ask, hey, Renee, is it better for me just to order it and get my Stampin' Rewards for it, or is it better to get it through your class? It's actually probably better. You're going to save more getting it through the class because you won't receive the Stampin' Rewards for it from Stampin' Up! Ordering it through the class, but you will be saving a minimum of 16%, and your Stampin' Rewards are 10%. So you will be saving 16% when you do it as an add-on feature for your class, but that is totally up to you. You are welcome to order it by yourself, of course, and I thank you for that. But if you would like to order it with the class, you end up saving 15%. Now you can also add on that Gallery Blooms, and that is the one that has the roses in it, and it has that awesome frame die. So you're cutting out 2 frames, and then it also includes these dies in here to cut out the flowers. So there's a die to cut out each of the flowers, and then there are little standalone dies to cut out grasses and flowers and what have you. And there's a lot of them. Here's another couple of them. So they're very cool and really, really useful. This is the bundle that I actually really recommend having because you will need that frame die if you would like to, do this card like I did it. There's other ways to do, you can also use your textured note dies if you have them. But if you want to make the frames like I did it, I did use this. And I will not be able to cut out your designer series paper for you. I always leave that up to you. So that's just so you know. And we also will be using this beautiful rose, as you saw in the little sneak peek that I gave you this afternoon. So that Gallery Blooms, that is $53. And you'll be saving a minimum of 16% because there's no shipping or handling and tax. And you will also get, Splash Cash points for that as well. So you're going to get a Splash Cash point to, so you can get free merchandise from me as well. So that's a just so you know. And then here is the other set of dies. And these are the beautiful motifs. And I do use these words in the class, but you can use other words. And then there are all these standalone dies. And there are so many cool things that you can do with it. And I'm not even touching it. I feel so bad because we will have to use these dies in the future. But I just wanted to let you know that you can add that on. Hi, Vicky. Welcome from Australia in the morning. We're in the evening here. So anyway, I'm sorry. I'm putting these away and getting distracted. But these are beautiful standalone dies. And these, like the leaves pick up. It's so cool. So you can add those on as well. And those are not as bad. Let's see. Those are $45.75 for the beautiful motifs bundle. So, and once again, no shipping or handling and tax. And once again, you're going to get a Splash Cash point from it as well. So, phew, that was a lot, wasn't it? I know. Always a lot. But if you are on my email list, I will be sending an email with all that information out. And let me show you I'll show you the home decor piece, because this is going to be included. You're going to also get, in your class, you're going to get one of these fun frames that I've been using for the last few months in various projects. You're actually going to get a frame included in your class. And this is just a little bonus from me. And I want to show you what I did. I made just so easy because the paper is just so beautiful. And I know there's the ring light is showing in there. Let me see. I'm going to turn this off for just one quick second there, just so you don't have that distraction. But I framed the paper. And so you're going to get a die and you can frame. This one reminds me of my parents. They have a lot of this European sketch art in their home. But you can just frame this. Love these roses. Or look at this landscape. Isn't that beautiful? So easy to do. I thought I was going to add some embellishments on the side and maybe a bow and some of the beautiful standalone die cutouts. And then I thought, you know what? This is pretty. This is the way I would hang this in my house. And actually, I do think that these are probably going to go in my bedroom somehow as a cool little, vignette, just because I love them. I love these frames. So you're going to get one. You're going to get a frame included in your class too as a bonus. So there's my fun surprise there. And let's start with my class. Okay, and I'm going to show you the other two projects. Usually I don't show all 4 projects, but I thought they're all fun folds kind of, or all a little different. And so I just thought I'm going to do it. Let's kick off this catalog, in the right way, and let's get you started. And if you would like to order that class, you can message me, email me, whatever is convenient for you. And we'll talk more about it this week as well. But let's get started. And the first one, let's do that card that I gave you that sneak peek of, because I just thought that is beautiful. I've seen similar things, but I kind of put a little twist on mine. And this one, the one that we're going to do is... it is a window plastic card. He haven't done a window plastic card in forever. And I just thought it was so pretty with that little contemporary touch with that vintage look. And the window plastic cards are just always kind of a hit because they're just so unexpected. So let's go ahead and make this card. We're going to use that beautiful vintage oh gosh, it even reminds me of kind of like a Persian rug or something. It's so pretty. So we're going to use this piece. So let's get started. And you're going to get 2 of, these. So the window plastic is found in the main catalog. I cut mine. They come in 12 by 12 sheets. They're really, really thick, which is nice. They give a lot of sturdy weight to it. And I cut mine in the standard 4 1/4, 5.5 by 8.5 card size. And so I'm going to score it really nice and heavy. I mean, really give it a good little zing to it. Okay, and get your bone folder out. And this one, you know how we always fold it this way? This time I think I'm going to fold it this way. I'm going to fold it inwards and just line it up. Have your bone folder handy. Line it up, and that is how you're going to fold and get that nice crisp fold with your window plastic, because it is thick. Okay, so then what else I have is I have the already embossed Secret C, and you'll see a lot of Secret C in this class. It's a stunning color. 4 by 5 1/4. I have 2 pieces of Basic Beige, 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. I have just a little scrap for Basic Beige. And then I also have, and this is just a leftover piece. Your piece is gonna be 6 by 6, but I cut mine in half, okay, to begin with. So I'll cut it in half, and then I want a piece that is 2 1/4. So 2 1/4. Save this. This is going to go on the inside of your card. 2 1/4 by 3. So you'll have you'll have a bunch of them actually. You don't use that. No, that is not right. What did I do? I did 2 1/4. Oh, excuse me. I really goofed that up. Okay, let me just get my new piece out. 2 1/4. It's like a by 4. I'm going, that looks so little. Yes, that is the correct size. 2 1/4 by 4. And then remember that little scrap that I had left over? You want that to be, let's see, we'll do 3 1/4, because that'll be for the inside of our card. So you can just cut that 3 1/4 by 3/4 or an inch, whatever you have, whatever scrap you have left over. Let's just use it. Okay, so this will just get adhered to this guy right here. Okay. Straightly. Just like that. Okay. And then this one will be for the inside. So we'll just put that at the bottom. And you're going to want to do all your stamping. If you have to stamp on your paper, you're going to want to do that right away. It's hard to stamp this, plastic kind of card. So we are going to make this a thank you for everything. I go through a lot of thank you cards. So I'm just going to put my thank you for everything in Secret C. And I am going to take that little scrap that we had also. Yep. And I'm going to put just a note. And these all come from the beautiful motifs. The beautiful motifs. So my brain doesn't hold information maybe like it used to. I'm going to leave that Secret C pad open because we're going to do some fun stuff with that in just a second. So I'm just going to cut my little banner, and then that stamping is done. So we can leave that up here. Okay. And then we have our damask folder here. And let's go ahead and I really like to add a bunch of color and make that damask pop out. Okay, and I think you can really see it when you do. So we'll do it here on the corners. And you can press pretty firmly because it picks up the color well. We did this last week already. I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm just going to kind of ombre it a little bit and give it some real depth to it. I don't know. I've been stamping or adding color to my folders quite a bit lately. Okay, so now we can go ahead and add this to the inside. Okay, I'm going to add this to the inside of my card. And I just need to get, I'm looking a little farther away here, so I really need a little extra glasses. Extra glasses help. And I need to pull it a little closer. Here, I'm going to do it like this. Because it's hard to see the clear, you know. But I love these clear cards. There. I think that should be good. There, we have that. And so then when you close it, it's like that. Okay. Now, we are going to add this to the inside, but it's going to be where you are going to add your signature and your writing and all of that. So you can go ahead and liberally add some adhesive to it, and you don't have to worry about that shining through. Okay, because we got our card that's going to go on. And I'm going to do, this is what I did today. I laid this down, okay? This is the adhesive, and I just laid it down right on my card because it's kind of hard to do it with these taped cards here. Or these window plastic cards. So I'm just going to lay it down and then let it stick on by folding the card. And then it is in the correct position when I open it up. And then this guy, he's just going to go right on top. That'll be real easy. Once again, be liberal with your adhesive. And then you can go ahead and just add him onto the front just by matching them up because they are the same size. And there is the base of your card. Now we'll put this off to the side, get that out of there, get my mistakes out of there, and let's go ahead and stamp that beautiful rose. Now that rose comes from the Beautiful Gallery bundle, okay? And I am going to stamp it in. Let's put this off to the side. I'm just going to stamp it in Memento Black. All these names, they don't stay in my brain like they used to when I was 30. Give that a little clean off because I am going to be using it later. There we go. Okay, we're going to use blends. Okay, and interesting is that, and you just don't think of it, but the colors in here are Calypso Coral, Peach Pie, and Lost Lagoon, and Secret Sea. So those are the colors that we're going to use, and we're going to combine our Calypso Coral and Peach Pie. And so let's go ahead and start coloring that rose. And I'm just going to be real haphazard with the dark Calypso Coral. And who would think of using like Lost Lagoon? I guess people do. I'm probably the one that just doesn't think of it. Using Lost Lagoon for add a little light Calypso Coral. Lost Lagoon for the leaves, you know. But Lost Lagoon has that real kind of fun attitude of going back and forth from being green or blue, you know. And here is the dark peach pie. I don't think I'm going to use so much of the light peach pie. And I'm really going to pull all those colors. So go over the colors that you have added in the dark. And then they will blend in to make that gorgeous little orangey, peachy colored rose. And by going over what you've already colored, you're going to really pull that color through. Isn't that pretty? It's just so kind of unexpected. I guess I'm not even using the light peach pie. Let's use some dark Lost Lagoon and add some color to the leaves. And light Lost Lagoon. And I'm just using the thin end. Go over the color. Just finish adding that a little bit. And then we will use the dies to cut that out. Very pretty, isn't that? I know, I mean, I've seen some of those orange roses and I just thought, they're stunning. I mean, that rose is stamped so beautifully. Okay, I'm gonna get my Stampin' Cut and quick cut that out. Oh. And, oh yeah, we gotta put it off to the side so I don't mangle the camera. You know what? I'm getting there fast. Oh, it's something, isn't it? You know what though? It's just like, I think the older we get, I don't know. It's just nice not to, yeah, I don't remember things, but hey, I don't care either, you know. I'm a lot more go with the flow the older I get than I was when I was young and everything had to be so precise and perfect. And I just say, hey, whatever. You make a mistake on a card, whatever. Look at that beautiful rose. Let's see, put this down here. And that cutout, yeah, that came from the beautiful, or the gallery blooms. The gallery blooms. I'm probably getting all the names wrong. So this is going to go right on here, right on that edge, just so it can pick up some of that color from the paper and some of that color from the basic beige. I'm going to go ahead and just pop it up. And then I have just one more, well, we got to add some embellishments. And I am going to show you what I did with my ribbon. And I think it's really cool and I want to use it more than I have, but I just haven't had a chance to do it. Pretty. Okay, now let's get our ribbon. And then I used the beautiful motifs, and I took this stamp, which is kind of a damask stamp, you know, to coordinate with the folder. And I have my Secret C, and I have my stamp, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp my ribbon. And it turned out really cool. So let me show you what I did. And I only need a little piece for this, but I think you can use it in so many different ways. And it doesn't have to be precise. Just adding some color, letting it kind of soak in. But look at that. That beautiful printed ribbon. I thought that turned out really pretty. And wouldn't this be beautiful at Christmas? Stamping this basic beige with this beautiful damask ribbon or stamp in like cherry cobbler or real red or shaded spruce or something. I think that would just make for stunning ribbon. And the thing that's really cool about it, and I don't want to be proven wrong here, I did let it dry. You could like heat dry it a little bit with your heat tool, but it seemed to dry like almost immediately, like it's not smearing at all. It does. Florence, you're absolutely right. It is toile looking. And that toile is so in with all this vintage chic and granny chic look. You know, that isn't that cool? I love it. I love it. I think there's a lot of fun, but it seemed to only work with this basic beige. I really haven't had, some of them don't necessarily hold that ink like this does. So I'm just going to tie a little bow. The first sample, I actually just tied a little knot, but I'm going to add it a little bow because I want a little bit more of that ribbon. And sometimes you have to just turn it around, or you could probably stamp both sides of it, but that might get a little busy or bleedy through kind of type of look. But I just thought, oh, that could be so cool along the long edge of a card and so forth. So we're just going to add that little bit of toile, as Florence would say. I agree. I am all about the toile right now too. Love it. See, that's the thing. We grew up, excuse me, with Wedgwood china and, and my mother, always wanted something a little bit more modern, and we always had the classics, but how those classics come by. But I just think that adds just such a pretty little touch. Okay, and then let's get out our little pressed flower motifs here and add a couple just right here at the bottom. A large one and a small one. And I think you could do this look with other papers too. I'm going to have to experiment with that a little bit. And then we have our Just a Note. So I'm just going to pop that up. And we can just tuck it right in behind our roses. Let's trim it down a little bit though. Just a note. And you can say just a note, happy birthday, just a note, thank you for everything. But it's just kind of a little bit of a different look. Unexpected, very unexpected. So, oh yeah, thank you. Oh good, I'm glad you guys liked it. Yeah, it is a fun idea with the ribbon. And yep, Dawn, that's the beauty of Facebook Live. Although you can't watch it a month later, you can only watch it, for 1 month. And then Facebook gets rid of it. So all our hard work. But I have been posting them on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, which is just at Renee Conkey. So you can always see them there. I am not an expert YouTuber. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Technology missed my brain, my generation, and my life. So I'm doing the best I can and get them on there. I have them labeled. And that's about it. So at least they're there. Okay, I have another card for you. And this is going to be a fun little easel card. Oh, thank you guys. This is a fun little easel card that I made. And what you're going to need is, and you can do this with any of the papers. And that's what I like about these cards, is that you can do all these panoramic designs and easel cards and the frame cards, and you can use any of the designer series paper and make them your own. So basic beige, standard color. I've used basic beige, mossy meadow, secret sea, and cloud cover. Okay, so basic beige, 4 1/4 by 11. Then I have a piece of cloud cover. Love the cloud cover. And that cloud cover, that measures 4 by 4. I have a piece of basic white that measures 4 by 4. I have a piece of cloud cover that measures 1 by 4. And that is it for my cardstock that I need. Then you just choose your designer series paper. And I wanted to choose one that I hadn't used yet. So I have that beautiful, you know, this reminds me of like an Old West painting. So I have that beautiful mountains and clouds and trees. So let's go ahead and get our paper cutter out. And I'm going to show you what I am going to do here. So I need a piece that is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and I want to keep the clouds in there. So I think I'm going to go lean into, oh, sorry, I'm out of the camera here. I'm going to lean into, I'm going to keep some of the tree and keep some, so, you know, it might not be the best of my paper saving skills, but that's okay. So I'm just going to cut a little bit off the edge here. And now I'm going to go into, cut a little bit off the bottom here as well. Because I really want that landscapey scene to show up in my card. And this is a kind of an experiment here. So I didn't make one with this particular scene. So we're doing this one together. You know how I like to do things together. So anyway, 3/4 by 3/4 is what I need. Okay, so 3/4, and I think that turned out kind of nice. I like that little scene. So 3/4 by 3/4, and then I need 3/4 by, excuse me, 3 and this is 3 3/4. 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, and then this one is going to be 3/4 by 3/4. Oh my gosh. Do I have you all confused? Okay, 3/4 by 3 3/4. Good golly. So I will review that again. So, you know, we have, this is 1 by 4, and then this is 3/4 by 3 3/4. That will go on there just like that. And then this one was 4 by 4, and this is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Old brain, not functioning well. Okay, so isn't that pretty though? Look at it. Look at that with that matting and that basic beige. This is really fun. Okay, so we have our papers all cut. All this we don't need. We can use it for something else. We will need this for a label, so we'll come back to that. But let's score our card here. And once again, it was 4 1/4 by 11, and we are going to score at, I have to look at my sheet. I just want to make sure that I'm not goofing this up. We're going to score at 4 1/4 and at 5 1/2. 4 1/4 and at 5 1/2. Okay, and I'm going to keep this right here. So this will get folded like this, and it's kind of just like a bookbinding card. But now you're going to score this going right just that way, okay? So we are just going to score, and you want to do it from this corner. So this is your card, the way it's going to open and fold. So you're going to do this corner to this scored line right here, okay? So just that 4 by 4 right there, or that 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. You're just going to make a little easel for that. So here is our scored line. This is what our card looks like facing us. And then this is a scored line, and that will go up like that just to make an easel. We've made easels before, so it is pretty standard easel stuff. Okay, easy card, love it to put together. Okay, we will take that 3/4 by 3 3/4, and I actually set it correctly, and pop that on there. Okay, and then that, I'll just go on here. Look at, oh, I love that cloud cover with the basic beige. I think that looks really pretty. All right, let's do this. add that onto there. Now, you can add words on with just a little piece of designer series paper if you like, or you can add your words on right there. I am going to take a happy birthday because I think, well, I'll show you the other one that I made, but I think this is just a beautiful birthday card. So how about if we do the celebrate? And then let's see. I'm trying to, sorry about that, guys, here. I'm just going to think about what I want to do because I wanted to make this a man's birthday card. I don't have my happy birthday handy here. So I'm going to put just a note, and then I'm going to put celebrate. So we'll use the just a note. We will use what we have from our beautiful motifs. Okay, so I'm going to use just a note, and then I'm going to put celebrate, and then you can use it for anything. It could be a graduation card. It can be an any type of thing card. So I think, should we do Mossy Meadow or Secret Sea? I'm going to go with the Secret Sea. I think I'm just going to stay in the blues, and I'm just putting my just a note because I don't want to interfere with that beautiful landscape, and that's why I wanted to keep a little bit of the sky in there, because then I knew I could add my phrase. So we will keep that open. Okay, and then this is going to be on our inside. So let's start putting this card together. The first thing you want to do is seal that bookbinding piece down and seal it well. If you need to use tear and tape or Seal Plus, please do, whatever works best for you, but you really want it to open up like that. Then your white piece is going to go on the inside, but I do want to do my stamping first. I'm going to take a walk on the wild side and just add it. Let's be daredevils here. We'll add that on the inside. And then this is just going to go right on here, and you can line it up here, but the only part that will get taped is what's down here on this down here corner. Okay. So we were just adding adhesive right here and not too far into the edges because you're going to have that little bit of a border. And then you add your card on there just like that, just like you were lining up a regular card. So it's right in the middle. So if you don't want to make an easel card, you can easily make a beautiful bookbinding card just with that little edge and make it kind of, that panoramic look here. But it's actually going to open up like this. All right. So which is really kind of pretty and interesting for somebody's desk or tabletop. So there is this little squiggly line in the beautiful motifs. And I'm going to ink that up. And I'm going to add it to the inside of my card, but I want to stamp it off. And I'm going to I think I'll be fine with just stamping it off once. I'm going to show you with the other card. So stamp it off, and then I'm going to add that kind of just right here, just for a little interest here. When you open up your card, you got a little something there. I'll show you in the other card. It really looked kind of cool. And then we will put our celebrate. I just had it in my hand. Okay, and remember you had that little piece of sky left over? Let's add the celebrate in there. And we will punch that out. And you can use whatever punch you have, but you're just going to want something to elevate your card and hold your easel up, right? So we got that punched out. So you're going to have to use your own punch, but whatever you have. This is that, I don't even know. I should put labels on my punches, but it's in the main catalog. And then you can add that right in here, right over your stamped kind of image, and I'm going to let it go right here. Got a little spurtle right there, so I'm going to put it down. And that will hold, I got to put it straight though. That will hold my easel up. Okay, so you have just a note, celebrate. So this could be a graduation card. It could be in any, you know, congratulations on a new job or what have you. But in any kind of thing card. And then we need our little floral motifs, even though they don't look too floral. They're just fine for a masculine card. So I think I'll put one right up here. Nope. We'll put one here and a small one. And like I said, you could do this with any of these particular pieces of DSP is what I'm trying to say. You know, all of them will look really nice. We'll put one down there. So there you have it. How easy is that? Isn't that kind of cool? You know, and then they'll just open it up and then you can explain that it's an easel card so they can stand it on their desk, but look at it when it's just standing there. Isn't that pretty? Here is another one that I did, and I used the roses. I used another piece of designer series paper, that one that had the roses off to the side, and I did just a thinking of you, and then I stamped the rose that we used in that other card, stamped it off 3 times because it was Mossy Meadow and it was super dark. Stamped it off 3 times, but I'm here for you always, and left some of those little roses on that paper. But just to have that easel card on somebody's dresser, or if they're in, you know, grandma's in a nursing home or something, you know, just to let her know you're thinking of her, you're always there, you know, on Mother's Day. It's just really kind of a fun card. But boy, these, oh, good, Pat. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, that's the best thing to do. But these designer series paper, you just can't go wrong with any of them to make any of these cards, you know. So I'm going to clear this off. Let's get everything out again, and I'll go through it real quick with you. If you would like to order this class, like I said, the class is $39. You're going to make 8 cards, 2 of each design. And they're all fun folds, you know, so they're all really kind of very substantial. Remember we had these, and then those 2. So you're going to make 2 of each design, and then you're also going to get a frame to make your favorite designer series paper. I love this one. Well, I love them all. I don't like it that my ring light shows up into it. But anyway, so you're going to get that. You are going to get the 24 sheets of designer series paper. You're going to get the floral motifs, and you're going to get the basic beige ribbon that you can do your stamping on. Yay! I think that's going to be so fun. I can't wait to sink in for Christmas. So this is all going to be $39 plus $8 of shipping. And then if you would like to add the beautiful motifs on, that is this one, and that is $45.75. Pay no shipping and handling and tax. Or if you would like to add on the gallery blooms, the beautiful blooms, that is this one. That is $53. Or you can even just get the folder for $9.50 and just add that on. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you guys, oh, it's so beautiful. Let me know, because I got a feeling that this is going to be a popular paper for sure. So let me know if you are interested in this class. We're going to keep it open for probably, let's see, today is Monday the 5th. We'll keep it open through May 14th or May 15th, right around there. And then it'll be ready to go in about 10 days after that. So if you are interested, just let me know. Shoot me an email or send me a message. Otherwise, just start stamping yourself. And we get to open that catalog. I'm planning on Wednesday, but I will keep you posted Wednesday at 6 p.m. to do our catalog walkthrough and swaps, because I know you guys love the swaps. And but if I don't get that order in, if the expediting doesn't work, then I will for sure be on Thursday at 6 p.m. So I'll keep you posted. Watch the Facebook page. And thank you so much for joining me on a Monday night. I appreciate it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And I appreciate you always when you join me and give me your comments and your feedback and all that kind of stuff. It's very kind of you to take your time to watch that. So you guys take care. Have a great Monday night. Have a great Tuesday night. And hopefully, keep my fingers crossed, we'll see you on Wednesday with those swaps and my new catalog and the new catalog and the online exclusive. So yay, fun stuff. See you soon. Take care. Bye.